Hong Kong commenced a program of mass public housing in the mid-1950s. Because of the rising immigrant population and Shakib fire, which destroyed 20 homes of approximately 53,000 people, public housing estates in Hong Kong are mainly built by the Hong Kong Housing Authority and the Hong Kong Housing Society. Flats are provided by the Hong Kong government, which are rented at a lower price than the market. Many people were brought up in the public housing estates. In the past, it is very common that a family of 10 packed in a small flat, and the bonding between neighbors was strong. Nowadays, although many people become richer and move out of the public housing estates, 30% of Hong Kong's population is still living in there. What are the changes in the living environment and relationship between people, and how are they related? Mr. Tam is a teacher of a secondary school. He had lived in Hsien Estate for 20 years. Hsien Estate is located in Kwun Tong, which is the heart of the urban area, and it is a public rental housing and was built in 1978. And today he will be our tour guide. Let's see.
Now this flag at my back is where I used to live. And I remember we had good neighbors here. Now, look at the skylights there. The open space design of the public housing. I had some good memories here. Memories about the festival. Say, for example, during the Mid-Autumn Festival, children put the candles here and light them. And I could see in the whole block, hundreds of candles were lit. And at night, it was beautiful. And it looked like a big chandelier. So people here enjoyed the festivity of the festival. I remember one day a woman tried to kill herself. She actually jumped over the railing, but luckily her husband grabbed her hand. Her husband was actually grabbing her hand like that. And she was hanging in the air. It was a very dangerous situation. Now, the good thing is, there was noise, and the neighbors knew, and they all came out and tried to pull the women out back to safety. Luckily, they succeeded. Had it not been the neighbors' help, the woman would have died. So this is the good thing about the open space design, that neighbors know what's going on in the neighborhood, and they help and care about one another. This is the park where I used to talk with my friends at night. We used to gather together for a few friends and talk for several hours about anything. That was very romantic. And part of the reason was we were not rich people. People around here were not rich. And we didn't have valuables, and it was safe here. That's why we could stay here for a long time and chat. Nobody disturbed us. Another good thing of living in a park. When I was living here, every time I went to the shopping mall, I took this walkway. You can see the walkway is covered. It was very good for me, very convenient, because I didn't have to bring an umbrella. And just walk all the way to the shopping mall. This building behind me used to be a cinema. The Chennai cinema was the first cinema the government built in a public housing estate. I loved those days when I could just, go to watch the movie with my slippers on, of course not pajamas. The tickets were offered at a discounted price, so everybody loved it. I watch very popular local movies. Too bad it has been torn down and replaced by a big shopping center. I think that's the changes Hong Kong has become part of the important collective memory of Hong Kong people. So residents of public housing estate like me used to eat a lot in those cheap food stores. I had a lot of memories here. I eat beef noodles, corn cheese, fried rice. Too bad that because of the higher hygiene standard the government is asking for the eateries, these type items have been closed. And I'm sure many people here will miss them.
When we were listening to Mrs. Ham, we find that there is a big difference when compared with what we experience nowadays. In the past, people helped each other just like those are their family members. Their relationship is very close, but nowadays, the relationship is not that close anymore. What makes this big change? It is certainly worth thinking.